Focus on the day's biggest international headlines. US President Donald Trump has issued a scathing warning to Iran over the nuclear programming. He's gone on to say that Iran will face bombing and overbombing and secondary tariffs if Tehran does not come to an agreement with Washington over the nuclear deal. Now, this warning comes after Iran's president officially rejected direct negotiations with the United States over the same. Now, this has marked Iran's first public response to a letter sent by Donald Trump to the supreme leader days ago. Now, all eyes are on Iran's reaction to the fresh threat issued by Donald Trump.
جوابی هم که مقام معظم رهبری در رابطه با نامه‌ای که ترامپ فرستاده برادر ما دکتر عراقچی اونو به کشور عمان رسوندن و به دست رابط آمریکایی رسیده و در اونجا هم مذاکره به طور مستقیم رد شده، اما مذاکره به طور غیر مستقیم همیشه ایران در اون رابطه بوده و الان هم مقام معظم رهبری تاکید فرمودن که مذاکره غیر مستقیم همچنان میتونه ادامه داشته باشه. ما از مذاکره نه تنها پرهیز نمی کنیم بلکه اون بدعهدی هاست که برای ما مشکل ایجاد کرده تا کنون باید ثابت بکنن که میتونن اعتماد رو در رابطه با تصمیمات ایجاد بکنن که امیدوارم اینم.
Srinjoy Chaudhary is joining us live. Srinjoy, put this into context for us. This seems like both sides are not ready to back down when it comes to the talks, when it comes to the kind of threats that they are issuing to each other. So what does this mean? One, Trump is saying that Iran will face bombing and overbombing and secondary tariffs if Tehran does not come to an agreement with Washington over the nuclear deal. And Iran too is saying that we reject every proposal sent by Donald Trump. Explain the larger implications.
First of all, America has not moved anywhere in near Iran since probably that rescue operation in 78, 79. So if now, after all these years, America sends bombers, and as you rightly said, fleets of bombers over and over again, then it's serious escalation. But then Donald Trump, the US president, is known for threats. As with tariffs, he said we'll impose tariffs and then revoke that and impose that and revoke that and get what he's wanted. Now, in this case, he wants a nuclear deal with Iran. Basically, what does a nuclear deal mean? It means, number one, that Iran stops making nuclear weapons. Number two, instead of nuclear weapons, it does civilian nuclear stuff. And the international community will be able to watch over Iran, ensuring it cannot make nuclear weapons. That's basically the nuclear deal. Now, this is not something Iran wants because Iran would maybe happy to work with other countries, but not America, because Iran refers to America as the great Satan, and Israel as little Satan. So these are Iran's two greatest enemies. Therefore, Iran does not want, even for internal political reasons, want to work with America. With Russia, yes. With other countries, yes. But not America.
I want you to stay with us, Srinjoy, because we have former Ambassador Suresh Goyal joining us. Good morning, Ambassador Goyal. You're seeing the kind of threats that are coming in. Now, Donald Trump says that if Iran does not come on the table to discuss the nuclear deal with Washington, there will be bombing, and more tariffs. How do you look at these kind of threats that are coming in from the United States and how Iran is, in fact, retaliating?
See, what I see happening is a reaction from Trump is typically Trumpian, where he uses all kinds of threats and everything transactional. In the case of Ukraine and Russia, he uses deals, he uses sanctions and so on and so forth. There are two things. The geopolitics of Middle East is changing very fast. Iran does see that the leverages of the Gulf countries are increasing tremendously vis-a-vis Iran, and therefore Iran has to build its own strategic strength. In that calculation, cooperation and working with the USA is equally important, as is traditional support from Russia and China. So therefore, threat may not work, but sooner or later, Iran may want to get to talk to the USA on the nuclear issues really. How that happens and when that happens is a matter of conjecture. But I don't think Iran can completely isolate itself from the Middle Eastern situation,
Right.
not because of threats, but because of its own perception of its centrality
Right.
in the geopolitics.
Right. Thank you,
Right.
Ambassador Goel, for joining us this morning and for putting that into perspective. Shrunjo, I want you to stay with us because